Item hash SCP-2057. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Outside of scheduled experiments, instances of SCP-2057 are to be stored in a standard large volume storage locker in Containment Area 27 at a temperature of 25°C. Due to limited supply, experiment proposals need to be approved by at least 2 personnel with 2 to 1103 clearance and submitted to Dr. Applegate. Description: SCP-2057 is a set of 92 318 ml cans of condensed chicken noodle soup. All instances of SCP-2057 have brightly colored labels, bearing images of dancing vegetables, noodles, and a cartoon chicken. Each label bears a script: Dr. Wondertainment's Ultralicious Chicken Noodle Soup for Kids. The lid of each can is fitted with an easy open pull top. Each can label has a set of nutritional values, ingredients, and instructions. On the lower back of each label is the following warning in fine print: Dr. Wondertainment's Ultralicious Chicken Noodle Soup for Kids is intended to be eaten while it is hot, to make you feel better in no time at all. Do not consume after it has become cold. Do not reheat. By purchasing from Dr. Wondertainment, you agree to not hold Dr. Wondertainment or any of Dr. Wondertainment's affiliates accountable for injuries or damages incurred by your product. Thank you for purchasing from Dr. Wondertainment. Opening an instance of SCP-2057 reveals that it is filled with condensed chicken broth and an egg-shaped mass made of 57 g of egg noodles. Upon adding water and heating to 70°C, the egg hatches, revealing a small, juvenile domesticated chicken, Gallus domesticus, composed entirely of egg noodles, carrot, celery, onion, and cooked chicken breast, known from this point as SCP-2057-1. As the broth continues to heat, the instance of SCP-2057-1 will begin to move, vocalize in chirps, and consume the broth in which it was hatched. It will grow directly in proportion to the amount of broth consumed, reaching full size at 85 g, resembling a small adult domesticated chicken. While the temperature is between 35°C and 70°C, SCP-2057-1 functions as if it is alive, behaving similarly to normal domesticated chickens. When dissected, SCP-2057-1 is shown to be composed entirely of edible ingredients. Bones constructed of celery and onion, muscles constructed of cooked chicken breast, feathers constructed of egg noodles, beak and legs constructed of carrot, and blood consistent with chicken broth. SCP-2057-1 will continue to move, vocalize in cackles, and twitch as it is being dissected or consumed. When the temperature of SCP-2057-1 falls below 35°C, the instance ceases movement, falling over into the remaining broth and quickly collapses into chicken noodle soup, typically ranging in temperature from 20°C to 34°C. Below 20°C, SCP-2057-1 becomes congealed and gelatinous. Addendum: SCP-2057 was recovered during a raid on the Marshall, Carter and Dark office in New York, along with 16 other items. It was found in a shipping crate with indications of having been recently delivered by the Federal Postal Service, with an invalid return address. The shipping crate was estimated to hold 144 instances of SCP-2057. 103 instances of SCP-2057 were recovered from the scene. The location of the remaining 41 instances of SCP-2057 is unknown. but under investigation after the discovery of the letter written to an associate employed at the Marshall, Carter, and Dark office. Tracing the letter to a physical address has proven unsuccessful to date. Dear Cyrus, Maria has told me of the unfortunate circumstances that have befallen your children. I had hoped to hear about the improvement of their conditions soon. As their godfather, I am extremely distressed to hear this. Having experienced a child suffering from the measles myself, I know how terrifying it can be when it seems as if they are getting worse. Recently, we received a shipment of something that I hope can help your family. There is a crate in the storage area marked with Wondertainment discontinued item. It will not be there long, as it goes to auction next week. I will leave a key under the photo of your family on your desk. Follow the instructions exactly. Do not, under any circumstances, do anything different than what is directed on the can. Destroy this message as soon as possible. I do not want any of this to come back on us. Be careful, my friend.